A special thank you to Watley Farm of Topsom, Maine for providing us with this beautiful array of local produce.
So for today's local foods training, we're going to be talking about local tomatoes. And right now in Maine, it is the beginning of August, which is peak tomato season. And I brought with me today a large variety of different heirloom tomatoes from Watley Farm. Watley Farm is an organic, diversified farm in Topsom, Maine. And I bought about 10 pounds of a variety of tomatoes just to show everyone just that a tomato, we often think of something like this, just like a round, red, pretty uniform in shape tomato, but there are dozens, if not hundreds of varieties that can be grown here in Maine. And so some of the ones that I wanted to kind of talk about we're going to be using in our recipes today, of course, cherry tomatoes, and within this mix we have some little orange sun golds, we have like our classic red ones, we even have some green ones, these are actually ripe. We often think that if it's a green tomato, it's not ripe, but that's just the variety. And then we have some different larger slicing tomatoes. This is an Aunt Ruby's German green. Like I said before, it's green, but it's still ripe. We have some green zebras. These are pretty cool looking, green and yellow striped. They're a little bit juicier. And then we have these are called Chef's Choice. They're like beautiful bright orange color. We have the classic heirloom, the striped German. This one can grow huge. I've grown them in my garden. I've kind of let them get away from me after a rainy day, and they just keep growing and growing massive. We have a couple of varieties of sauce tomatoes, which are usually like the longer variety of tomatoes, and these are great for cooking because they don't have a ton of juice, so they really hold up well in a sauce when you cook them. So we have the speckled Roman and then an Amish paste. And then just a couple other varieties. These are called carbon couples. They're kind of like a funky pale pinkish purple. And so these are all the tomatoes we're going to be using in our recipes today. And when you get tomatoes into your kitchen, don't ever put them in the refrigerator. They become mealy, they lose a lot of their flavor. So either cook them and freeze them right away or keep them out. Typically a kitchen, unless your kitchen's really hot, kitchen temperature, room temperature is the best for storing tomatoes. And then we have just a couple of other local ingredients from Watley Farm. We've got some fresh basil, some cilantro, some jalapeno peppers for our salsa, some fresh onions, and some zucchini. And that is it for produce and the recipes that we're going to be creating. Two of them come from the Harvest of the Month program. So we have a cherry tomato and corn salad, and then a fresh salsa. And we're also going to do just a classic grilled cheese, but we're going to throw in a couple slices of fresh tomato and some spinach. We're using cheddar and mozzarella cheese in that sandwich. And then we're going to do a summer vegetable bake. So it's got zucchini, some fresh tomatoes, and some fresh corn. And we're going to bake that in the oven with like a cheesy breadcrumb topping on that. That's delicious as an entree or as a side. And that is going to be the plan for today.